welcome back to Starfinder Adventure Path Flora Die. It is session 12, and in the previous session, after siding with the Gideron Authority to complete uh, the assigned task given to you, um, you found yourself in a scuffle while trying to drive up the mountain. Um, with the resistance doing their damnedest to reclaim what could be their last chance of survival. Um, but you managed to fend off all of the opposition and get almost one of the two trucks, or almost a full truck out of the two, uh, to the garrison at the top of the mountain. Um, After handing off the armaments to the authority, you realize that you are all quite exhausted, and a rest would be a wonderful idea for you. And you were promptly shoved into a large broom closet. Unfortunately, this is a wonderful and very safe location, and so you chose to stay there. Um, and as we head back, you all are um, about to head back down the mountain. Now, where did I don't remember what map I put you on.
I don't know if we had a map because we were just kind of eating food.
Yeah, I don't think we did.
I think I'm just gonna pull up the BD514.
Or because I know I think we were in the middle of the camp just figuring out what we were going to do, or we just woke up and we're figuring out how we were going to get back.
Pretty much. Now, I might check Winter Peak Run just to see what stats you're working with for like what gets healed and such.
I know I'm doing a lot better than I previously once was.
Indeed. Here are specters of your past selves. No, background!
Ah!
Go back to being dark.
Dark for me.
Okay, well, it's not for me, so I'm enforcing it.
Yeah, we're all at full stamina. Orion and Soriall are fairly good on health, and then me and Sonja are a little bit hurting.
It's true.
I do know that rest will... Oh, no, that's right. Rest will give you all of your resolve and your stamina, but it will not give you all of your HP.
So, okay, that's what I thought.
Looking at Soriall and Orion, you probably still need to take your rest?
I don't think Orion ever got hurt.
No, Orion never got hurt.
I'm at full everything.
Okay, so maybe just the tokens are behind.
Mine is right. I know that much.
Either way, record your current status, and we'll move on.
I forget. So I don't get any spells back, right?
You would get those back on a long rest.
Oh, it was a long rest. Okay.
Yeah, as uncomfy as it definitely was a long rest.
Okay.
Do we know if they're giving us the truck back to go back, or we have to find our own way back?
Gotta walk. Gotta walk.
They don't seem like the
I-
type of giving us the. They don't seem like the type to give us the truck back.
Well, you've not asked about that. So, we'll just have to see.
Well, realistically, I would shove Soriall in that direction.
Of course.
Or I imagine Soriall would shove themselves in that direction.
Yeah, that makes the most sense. After waking up with various neck cricks or leg cramps, perhaps to an exception of Bear, who before sentience was perfectly fine being on a cavern floor. You are able to make your way out of the indoor shed, basically.
Indoor shed.
Indoor shed, large broom closet. Those were your lodgings last night. Yeah, you make your way out.
I mean, I
and then,
could.
like,
We could also do the, since Sorial's not here, we could do the getting to be a good trio party, and Bear can shove Sonja in that direction instead.
This is true. This is true.
Sonja does have a stellar grade headache right now. That's what I'm going with. Which may or may not have actually been planned.
Well, that does make sense.
Soriall wants, for the first time, to just have a little bit of a break.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so run it by me one more time, Big Bear. What's the move here?
See if we can ask how we leave this place and get back to our ship without having to walk.
Yeah, that would be nice to find out. I think Sonya is just gonna go like wandering around looking for probably any hobgoblin that looks like remotely important.
All right. Give me a perception.
Perception. Woo!
If I'm walking around with Sonja, can I also?
That depends. Did you leave Sonja to her? Excuse me. Did you leave her to her own bidding, or are you making sure she does what you ask?
I would have pulled the bodyguard move I usually do with Soriall and walked with.
That's fair. That's probably for the best because she's not very physically strong.
So we're all just walking together.
Yeah.
So if I could also have rolled a perception to keep an eye out,
Yes.
maybe
Your
I can get
general
better than a
DC
2.
to do what Sonja is doing is going to be higher,
Mm-hmm.
because you're more looking out for danger as bodyguard.
Mm-hmm. 23.
23.
Oh my god.
You know what? That'll do it. You actually, what you notice and feeding into the idea that you are being a protector at the moment, you actually do see not necessarily a high-ranking hobgoblin, but you do see a hobgoblin marching towards you with a downturned and, of course, toothy scowl on her face. As you see, oh god, as you see Galaka approach you.
Oh. Hey, Glaka.
No
Seems
wonder you're
we're-
all of inferior race. How long do you even need to sleep?
Well, I mean, generally I do like to get upwards of 8 hours if I want to look my very best in the morning,
I
but
don't care. Look, I want to get back to my post. So get your asses back onto the truck and get me down.
oh, we're taking the truck back?
Are you? Yes. Of course we are.
Excellent.
What else
My
did you think
bad.
was gonna happen?
I,
Just
I don't...
just get everyone onto the truck. And then she turns around and walks off.
Okay. Suppose we got that figured out, Big Bear.
I'm just gonna give like a telepathic shout to Glaka, like a uh, warn us about any helicopters this time. As they walk away.
I I think that as Glaka is walking away, Sonia is going to extend her she's gonna extend her left arm a bit and then make various rude gestures in various like realities as it like drifts across her hand.
Bear will go back to the storage shed and just throw Soriall over his shoulder. She can stay resting. I'll carry her.
Oh, Big Bear, you're back. Whoa.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Just a simple, we are leaving, and then going back to the truck to meet with the others.
Pretty much. Yeah. All of you get back to the truck. Let me just reposition again and, ignore the fact that there are boxes on here. There would not be. Sweet.
Are we moving back to the mountainside truck path?
We are indeed. In fact, I'm actually gonna advanced transform.
Advanced transform.
That's silly. But it works.
If it works, it works.
If it works, it works. And now we're going downhill.
Oh my god, we've just flipped. We've just flipped directions. That's hilarious.
It's perfect. It
I
works.
think that's great.
Exactly. Yeah, there are no boxes on here. Sonia, you are welcome to share the cabin with Soriall. Big Bear, I imagine you still don't really want to.
Big. I don't think there's room. Uh,
There's not.
so yeah, he's just gonna take the truck. So he's just gonna stay where he is.
Okay, I gotta get rid of the
Orion.
GM tokens because for some reason
Oh.
that is genuinely giving me like a little bit of vertigo to see them in their previous places. Okay,
Oh.
cool.
Everyone is
Weird.
like
Weird feeling.
everyone's perfectly warm inside. You know, they're in this nice cabin, and Bear's like out there, like, it's fucking windy.
It's like sitting cross-legged.
Depending on how fast you're driving, it actually would be less windy.
His,
But you
his
all were hauling ass last time, so
fur blowing in the wind.
hauling ass and dropping loads.
Good lord, I'm putting that into our quotes channel.
You can do that, but that's a reference.
Well,
Ah.
well, you said it just now.
Okay, so put part of the quote super mega. You'll do a double quotation. Anyway, you are making your way down the peak, which is easier and harder in different ways. Orion, here, I will give you aid with Galacca, which I believe does succeed. So go ahead and give me a piloting check with a +2.
Okay.
I think that's what aid is. Yeah.
Ooh, 29.
Great. You know how in the big windy mountainous highway paths there are like offshoots for runaway trucks? There aren't any of those because this is a planet getting conquered and not quality infrastructure. So you take your time. You take a 29 for piloting, and yeah, those dirt traps for runaway trucks. You take your
Yeah.
time and you make sure that the snow and ice on the ground does not defeat your big, heavy ass vehicle, and you eventually, after a few hours, make your way down the hill uh, to the uh, bottom of the valley, and again, eventually, to the labor camp.
Easy enough.
I feel like Sonia is like basically trying to jump off of the truck before it even like slows to a stop. She's very impatient about it.
Uh,
Soriall, dealing with her headache and being back in the labor camp, is going to rush walk her way back onto the ship because she can't be hearing that.
hmm. I'll just look at the others as we get to the ship and be like, more towards Orion. Just like, oh, what do we do now?
Well, I mean, we full completed our job, right? Do we have another one on deck?
Not that I know of. We can. Usually it's Soriall who gets in contact with Tarika, but one of us could do it.
Yeah, I don't see why we couldn't give a call. Should be easy enough, right?
Yeah, should be. Let's go find out. And Bear will start walking into the ship to the consoles or whatever.
Yeah, as long as you guys can get that figured out, because I do not know this person who we are talking about. I figure it's best to leave you guys to your acquaintances, and I'll tag along.
You'll like her, don't worry.
Despite having no levels or ranks in computers, I imagine Bear still knows enough about the ship, how you're watching Soriall Orion, that he knows how to at least get in contact with Tarika. But I imagine it's very much like an old, like elderly man who doesn't know how to use his flip phone. He's typing or sending messages, at one letter at a time, pressing it with his claw. It's very slow. And it's like, if there's like a hologram, FaceTime, half his face takes up the hologram, and, he has to get yelled at to back up a little bit. So if no one stops him, if Orion or Sonja don't stop him, that's what Bear's doing in the ship. He's at, the console or whatever, wherever we are, to contact Tarika, and he's full-blown old manning it. Trying to do what Soriall does, but not doing it well.
One of the most basic functions found on the console, there is a messaging application. S-Mail, otherwise known as Space
S-Mail.
Mail.
Space Mail!
Now, you would be aware, after watching Orion and Soriall, that this transmission can both be, there are many forms of communication that you can put into it. You could make it a video, you could make it just audio, you could make it just text, you could do a combination of them. I suppose you yourself would realize there is a little bit of difficulty because you can't be telepathic with a console.
Mm-hmm. So that's why he's typing.
Yes. So
But
that's
he's
why
also
you're typing.
but he's also saying it out loud in his own head.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's speaking what he's typing to himself. And I like to, despite the telepathic nature of the Uplifted Bear kind of being like a one-way street, he talks to someone, they respond back, it's not like a group chat. I still like to imagine that as Bear is typing this out and speaking, if Orion and Sonja come to the cockpit, it gets like, you guys can begin to hear his thoughts out loud a little bit, so you hear him slowly talking. Hello, Rika, we did this, we did that, and he's just typing one letter at a time.
Make me a computers check.
Oh, this is so good. I'm so happy you asked me for this.
I am too.
4.
4. Oh, yes. Okay.
He accidentally
Orion and Sonja.
tags everyone in the company.
Orion and Sonja, would either of you... Okay, so Orion definitely is. Sonja, where are you hanging out?
I think she's gonna be alongside them, like kind of like peering at what's going on, but mostly just like staring away and like tapping her foot. But
Right.
she's Big Bear, you can tell that she's looking at your computer usage and just like internally like fuming.
But Big Bear's locked in.
So
He's not even, he's locked in on his typing.
Oh, you know it. So Orion and Sonja, as you walk
Orion just
in-
has a big smile plastered. They're loving this.
He loves his technologically inept buddy. So yeah, as you two walk in, you do hear the odd telepathic static of a broadcasting Big Bear, which is an interesting situation because it sounds in your head like Big Bear is talking to you through like an out of focus walkie-talkie, which shouldn't be possible over telepathic communication. The second thing you notice is that while he's typing, and you are able to parse what you're hearing aloud and what you're hearing in your head telepathically. Aloud in the cockpit is just like taps of Bear's claws on the screen as he's typing, and the occasional little bear grunt. So just total silence otherwise. And yet on the screen, you can see the text message getting written out. You can also see that it is recording, and it's just recording Bear in silence with the occasional grunt, typing out this message excruciatingly slowly.
Oh my god.
There's somehow an emoji.
You're nailing it,
It's-
Big Bear.
He, for a moment, the broadcast stops as you compliment him, but then it keeps going on. And if no one stops him, this is what gets sent. Like whatever Big Bear's update to Tarika is, the video, everything, it all gets sent to her.
Oh, we know because you are totally unaware that there is video happening right now.
Mm-hmm. And I'd like to imagine Bear doesn't know how Soriall signs off her messages, so he ends it with the colon smiley face. That's the semicolon smiley face. That's how he sends off his message.
That was adorable.
And then probably, however long it takes, he probably finishes it with an out loud and send, and clicks the button.
Well, you really did it, big guy. You really did it.
Well, I learned from watching.
So, Orion or Sonja, or Sonja, if one of you or both of you could make me a physical science check.
Sure.
Okay.
I like that.
That's pretty good.
Mine was a crit, but it's still lower than yours.
Big Bear, if you wouldn't mind for me,
Yeah?
rolling 3d6.
3d6. I don't know if it matters, but I also have a rank in physical science.
Your ineptitude with the computer. Okay, not ineptitude, but lack of knowledge with the computers is going to prevent that.
There, okay, 3d6, one after another. Boom, boom, boom. Double fives and a 1.
Double fives and a 1. Okay, Orion and Sonja, both of you recognize this as it gets sent off, and you can see Bear's such a proud face. He's done the paperwork. He's done the task. Y'all are out in near space. This transmission could take upwards of 18 days to make it to Tarika. This is not
my
gonna happen
God.
fast. It would be so much better at maximum 6 days for you guys to travel through the drift back to Absalom Station.
upon like thinking about this, if either of you are looking at Sonja, her eyebrows raise for a second, and then they just settle back down, and she just kind of like reaches up and like scratches her nose and looks at the wall. Like, well.
Yeah, that message will get there eventually. Ready to head back to Absalom, guys?
I am ready to get some more rest, and indeed, and go watch whatever is on the HoloNet, because this looks like a TV that we have in our break room.
Oh, with that comfy ass couch right there, yeah, you're
Oh,
damn
yeah,
certain
yeah.
it is.
Yeah. So Bear
And
Bear
these are
will
probably like personal computers too.
Bear will very proudly
Yeah.
walk out and take a seat, and he'll throw on the only joke I can think of is the Housewives of Absalom.
He's watching Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives.
That's better.
It's really interesting.
That's not even a joke. It's
It's
just true.
it's just Guy Fieri. He just has like
Yeah.
he's an alien. He exists in Starfinder. It's not a reference. It's not like we're not trying to sci-fi it. We're not trying to make it space. It's just drivers, dinings, and drives in space.
Yeah.
Sorry, whatever joke you had there, GM.
No, I was gonna try to look up a solid species pun for that, but I agree. He's a human, and he has a crew with a spaceship that can take him wherever he needs to, and he finds delicacies throughout the universe.
That's
So does
that's
Gordon
badass.
Ramsay.
True.
Except
He
he's an
just
alien.
berates everyone.
He's what's the evil mean lizard species?
Vesk, like
Yeah.
the original.
Yeah, he's a Vesk.
Gorgon Ramsay.
Gorgon.
And like how
Anyway.
like how the what's the amusement park that they added recently? Flavortown is also a real place. That's a side off. That's like another amusement park. Canon.
Yeah. What I was going to say before is that, you know, it's actually really interesting because of how information travels. Um, there is actually like priority and privilege when it comes to watching new things as it comes out, because the closer you are to the the center of the network, the sooner you get updates on your shows. And like that's usually not really a problem when you're planet wide, but when you're galaxy wide, that's a huge deal. um so you are watching, uh maybe it's a episode that you've seen before, or maybe it's one that you've missed, but it is most certainly, to your knowledge, not up to date.
I like to imagine that if anyone comes into the break room and catches Bear watching, he's doing the thing of like like watching Lord of the Rings with someone new. Like he points out everything that he knows is about to happen in the episode.
You know what? Sonja is. She's gonna be in the room. I think she's like playing chess on like one of the computers. whatever Big Bear like says something like a little piece of trivia, she just goes like, uh-huh.
Yes, now he's about to go to this place.
Oh, really?
And it just
Did he
goes
go
on
to,
and goes on.
Did he go to Voxa? Has he been to Voxa? Huh?
Let's see. I think he did in episode 2000.
And before you guys get too far into relaxing, Orion, I will have you do a piloting check, or I think the skies are clear enough. Just give me a D2, a coin flip.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how to do it. It's a D4. Oh wait, I can
Oh, that's
type
okay.
roll D2.
Yes. Two. All right. So, not the most favorable conditions, probably just because the air is icy, and so having, all those factors in it, it takes a little bit. But 2 hours later, You are up in the upper atmosphere and ready for interplanetary interstellar travel.
Uh, I think once we reach that point, Big Bear, you hear Sonja kind of mutter out like "finally," and then leave the room.
I would interact with that, but I'm eating a donut, so you'll have to excuse me.
I want a donut.
Okay. I think Bear would be... What, is there a check I could do? I mean... What's the vibe coming off Sonja with that?
The vibe? Do you want me to answer that? The vibe.
I mean, is it a very obvious vibe, or is it something that I have to roll for?
Judging by her body language,
Yeah.
it is very easy to tell that she is incredibly impatient right now. Like she's doing a lot of like foot tapping and arm crossing.
I'm gonna read something real quick. So, okay, I have a question. My telepathy has a range of 30 feet. It doesn't say I have to see the person.
You would probably have to see to initiate, but you more or less already have initiated with your broadcast from earlier.
Because I was gonna say, like, if Sonja walks into the room, and Bear hears, does the door slam or does it close normally?
I think it just closes normally, but I mean, like if you're really wanting to converse with her, she probably would like walk out again after a couple minutes.
Well, because I was gonna say the very unfortunate thing of having a telepath on the team is you walk into the room, you close the door, and you still hear Bear in your head as he asks you, you can't see Bear, Bear can't see you, but he's still talking to you with a, do you want to talk about it?
I love that.
Which is very unfortunate because, again, he can talk to you in his head, you have to respond out loud. So you hear, do you want to talk about it in your head? And you know you have to respond out loud to him.
Does he actually broadcast that?
Oh yeah, no, he fully asks you, do you want to talk about it? He's still sitting in the couch, at the couch, He's maybe paused the episode as you walked away.
Sonja would poke her head out of the room and then just like turn down the hallway a bit. And then just say like, no, everything's fine. Just getting antsy.
Okay. Well, if you need to talk about anything, you're here. This is safe space.
Thank you. I will be sure to come to you if I need any help with anything. And yeah, she's gonna say that as she's like ducking back into the room.
Bear will walk into the cockpit to see, Orion piloting, and with no context whatsoever, Bear walks in and says to Orion, if you ever wanted to do something new, I could get therapist license on 4 different planets for very cheap.
For me?
That might have been me talking aloud to the space, but directed to you.
I think you'd do great as a therapist.
I think people listen well to Giant Bear, yes. I think it's worked so far.
Okay. So, it is time to punch into the drift and have your drift travel. So, Orion.
Hmm.
If I could have a d6 from you. Two. Brilliant. You all. Well, not all. Right now, just Orion and Big Bear watch the outside, ever unchanging the process, but always quite interesting. Watch the space around you sort of rip apart as you're punched into the chaotic drift plane. You are able to begin your journey towards the one single landmark in the drift, the ever flashing beacon of the Starstone at Absalom Station.
At a certain point, you hear the doors open behind you as Sonja kind of like slinks into the room. Uh, she's got her hands behind her back, and she just turns to Big Bear a little bit and says, "Sorry, I was acting weird. I get a little weird when the drift jump happens."
That is interesting, but okay, we are all kind of weird here. You are talking to a bear who can speak into your mind. There's a hologram piloting the ship, and Soriall is Soriall.
A hologram entirely unincorporated from the ship.
Mm-hmm.
True, I suppose.
And it won't be the first weird hour thing, whatever, that comes up. I hit people with powers I don't even understand. Sorial sees 70 different futures at the same time. You cause flames to appear where there are none. I won't pry if you don't want me to. I have pried with the others plenty enough. I take that back. I likely will pry.
Did I never tell you about this? She starts like waving her left hand around.
We have known you for like 2 days.
It hasn't been 2 days.
But in terms of knowledge about you, it may as well be.
Right.
I think we had brief
It was
conversation once in the break room about my powers. That is it.
was something stupid I did.
Did you cut off your own arm?
Well,
Oh my god,
Not-
Ryan, she cut off her own arm.
not just the arm, not just the arm.
Other
My
stuff too.
legs too. Yep, both arms, both legs.
Hmm.
I assume you had a good reason.
Or, no offense,
Good a reason.
are you one of those freaks who finds it fun? Which I am not judging, if you are.
I think it's a little fun to sort of deck out your body and really make it your own. I know it may seem a bit extreme, but it is what it is. Though the prosthetic on my left here, I hacked it. Just to see if I could.
Does it? Well, I almost said does it do anything special? Like an idiot who hasn't been seeing you do special things for the past.
So chopped off your arm sounds like it was for fun, but you're just talking about cybernetics.
Yes, just cybernetics. I decided to hack my left arm just because I could. I'm sort of a computer whiz, kind of. But it worked a little different than I intended it to.
Did something go wrong?
I'm not even quite sure myself. It might have done just exactly what I wanted it to, but I tried to hack it with ship grade drift jumping technology.
Hmm.
And yeah, I got stuck in there for a little while and came back out, and now I can do this. She starts waving her hand around again, just twitches it in the direction of a chair and changes it into like a bar stool and then changes it back.
Hmm. I don't know what to think about that. Orion? Thoughts? It was very interesting.
It's definitely a choice. I mean, if you like it.
She
I don't know.
moves-
I don't have a body, so
Orion's like, wow, people get rid of their arms? It's crazy.
I mean,
Wonder what that would be like.
You want me to decorate your hologram ball? I can.
I've never thought of it. Painting the ball itself.
We can get stickers on Absalom Station. Well, I don't have any questions now, but I'm glad that you are happy with your modification. And paying attention, Bear, as he says that, he kind of like slightly claws at the nodes that are in his arms.
Yes, I understand. Many of us do have oddities and abnormalities going on, but being completely honest, I am the kind of person that chose to do it to herself. I know that not all of us have that luxury, and for that I am sorry.
I'm still not entirely sure how this came to be. Well, it does bring me some happiness that you accepted whatever you accepted on your own choice. And I'm glad it is on our side.
Me too.
Oh, what are you all going to do when we get back to Absalom Station? Other than wait for the new job. Bear's just gonna full, like, bear sit in the middle of the cockpit, you know, just plop down.
I mean,
Honestly, I didn't have any plans.
I hadn't thought that far ahead, honestly.
Uh, I'm hoping to perhaps find out more about my people. Maybe more information has come up.
Your people?
Yes, the bears. It is. Oh, it is. It is a story. It is long, but I make it a point to try to ask about them whenever I can. And I asked our contact at Absalom Station the last time we were there if he had heard about anything. There wasn't much information. Uh, I wouldn't say we bears are a rare kind, but uh, we
Right,
aren't
right.
the most out there.
I could imagine. Well,
Yes.
for your sake, I hope you do find more out about your people.
Let us hope. It would be nice to be able to see how others are doing.
And as you conclude your brief conversation in the cockpit, and perhaps continue it further, ahead of you you have 2 days of traversal within the BD 514. All to yourself. Or not in the case of Sonia, who has a bear talking about diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yep. Um, do
Back to like back to the setup of playing chess on the computer while
yeah.
Big Bear's talking about a TV show.
Do we are we, is anything happening? Like if we rest the first night, does anything happen? Can we increase our HP and anything missing?
Yeah, because of the considerable rest that all of you are making or having, uh, you will be able to pretty much heal up to full by the end of the journey.
Cool.
Yippee!
Um yeah, I think during the journey Bear does his usual thing, you know, just double checking the ship every couple of hours, making sure everything's good, and then, you know, watching some show, um occasionally having a conversation with Orion or Sonja about whatever. But that's what Bear does.
I feel like Sonia is spending most of her time on the computer, being like really locked in. She's typing a lot and she's typing very fast.
At some point Bear probably does appear behind you, and you only, you know, if you're locked into the computer, you only realize it because you feel hot breath down your neck. And he's just staring, watching what you're doing out of curiosity.
Oh, hi. Hi, Big Bear.
Hello, what are you doing?
Just messaging a friend.
Your boss?
Yes, my boss.
Well, you are not dead, and nor are we. So you could tell him that. Yeah. Sonja very quickly closes one tab and opens another as Big Bear approaches.
I think that like as Big Bear suggests to say that none of us have died, uh, if you're paying attention, you'll see her type like a sentence that does not seem to make any sense and is probably code.
Hmm. Hmm.
Or another language.
Or another
True,
language.
that too. I forgot I have other languages.
So very funny that bring that up. Part of my theme knowledge is I'm well connected to shadowy secrets and back alley deals that I know about key players and handy skills. And I reduced the DC of culture checks to recall knowledge about the criminal underworld by 5. I don't know if this is criminally underworld related, but if I see some fancy code or whatever that I don't recognize, Bear is immediately thinking that it's some shady shit.
Oh.
Well, Sonia, why didn't you let me know whether or not this is criminal
And shady.
and shady?
And shady.
But if it's just shady, with no criminality, also let me know that.
And how much shade? Like, is it enough to cover one
70%
person?
shade.
Or can you fit a few in there?
About 20 degrees cooler in this shade.
Shade being typed. A lot of shade.
Okay. To prevent any kind of meta knowledge, I'm gonna force you to make a culture check, Bear,
Okay.
whether or not it's shady.
If it is shady and any relations to criminal underworld and shit like that, I reduce the DC by 5.
Understood.
But I will roll my culture.
Skills.
4.
Culture. 4. Okay. Yeah, you know? Not a phrase that you're aware of, but I don't know. This might be some shady shit.
Hmm. Hmm. Bear thinks that to himself and just slowly walks towards the cockpit, eyeing you as he rounds the corner, and he disappears.
Sonia, as you're watching this, this is not something that really anyone besides a genius would be able to decipher because of how fresh this cipher is. But he's looking at you like he knows every little secret about you.
Huh.
You're a thin sheet and he can see through you.
Goodness gracious.
So it's a confusing little situation.
Probably made even worse as Sonia hears the clanging of doors as Bear shuts the shutters to the cockpit. He hits the button and the storm doors come down or whatever. The blast shields.
It was like probably probably a phrase like the dragonfly eggs settle on the branch at noon.
Yeah, the bulkheads. The
I think
narwhal
Last Shield
bacons at
also
midnight.
covers it.
Yeah. The epic waffles.
Which, yeah, made worse by the blast shields or bulkheads closing as Bear. As Orion, just to you, you just see Bear walk in and then slam his fist on a button to shut the doors.
You good, my friend?
He leans in real close and says, I normally think I can get a good beat on people, and I trust Sonja for the most part, but there's shady shit going on our computers.
You want me to go look at it?
I don't know if they are still there at the computer. I could not understand. I could not read what was being said, but the book, I don't trust it. I trust them normally, and usually they fought besides us, but it just seems, with what I know, 80. Yeah, he does lean in to whisper telepathically.
Aw, I love that.
You know your way around
That's so funny to
computers.
me.
Maybe when she goes to sleep, you log into her space mail.
Was it a public console or her personal device?
It was one of our computers.
And you really want me to look into it?
I have a not a bad feeling. You know, it's just one of those Bear feelings. You know?
Not bad, just a feeling.
Yes. I trust them. I don't trust what they are typing.
It feels like you're trying to say yes without saying yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'll go see if I can find any logs on the computers. Try to figure out
Thank you.
what Bear is so concerned about.
And Bear does thank you. Like, yes, thank you. Thank you for willing to put my mistrust at ease. Yes.
Um, let me check.
Yes, inter-party conflict achieved via horrible roll.
Yay, yay, yay. Achieved via a horrible roll.
Mm-hmm.
The old 4.
The old 4.
Okay. That is kind of insane.
A bad insane,
What
a
is
good
your
insane.
computer's
Oh,
bonus?
Mine?
Sonja.
My bonus?
Yeah.
The
What do you add
bonus
to?
specifically?
Well, like, what do you add to your computer's roll?
+3.
+3. Okay. Okay. Well, that's concerning. um, go ahead and give me a computers check, Sonja.
All right.
Okay, all right. I can't have you make another one for gain root access. This is such an interesting skill out of okay, so right. Actually, I suppose you technically wouldn't need to have done that, but I will still accept that check for that. You know, with your level of training, that doing something like gaining root access is pretty much out of reach for you. So you're kind of just working with the computer as is, but you can sort of set up differences, or like, you know, you can have some control, and that 23 will be that.
Okay.
Orion,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to make a computer's check as well,
I can.
go right ahead.
24.
24, okay. Um, it's fairly simple work. You're not positive if you are running with root access at the moment, but you check the local systems, and you're able to basically duplicate Sonja's screen, and would, if you wanted to, be able to manipulate that screen because it's not just a duplication. You have like used a virtual machine to genuinely pull pull access from the computer that she's at, so it thinks that this is also the same computer.
Mm-hmm.
And you're seeing a flurry of messages, though the way that things are written doesn't seem to be in a different language, but more so code. And unfortunately, not the code that you like.
Yeah. Not computer code.
You know, it's kind of funny because that's a ridiculous check in this game to do that, which probably makes sense because computers have evolved a lot, but that kind of thing is kind of easy to do to computers right now.
Right.
Not the point. Um, I suppose you could make the same culture check that Bear does without his bonus, his background bonus.
Sure. Culture?
Yeah.
Low. 10.
Otherwise, you've seen it. Hooray, you did what Bear wanted. 10. Okay. Um, I mean, it's kind of hard to decipher whether you're having like bias because of what Bear has told you. But I mean, it does kind of look shady.
It's definitely weird.
Or maybe she's just still kind of nervous and doesn't want you guys peeping in on everything she does. You're kind of split on the idea of, ooh, this is actually shady stuff, and maybe we just back off a little bit.
Well, I'll report back to Bear eventually.
Unless this is happening in the cockpit, in which case. But I assume you probably not.
It doesn't take a horribly long time. Bear, that kind of depends on how long you want to stay in here with the bulkheads closed.
I mean, no, he probably tells Orion about it. Orion says, I'll look into it. And then Bear probably does walk back out. Back into the break room. Eyeing Sonja. And then just sits back down and watches TV.
Says normal phrase telepathically, but
Eh.
quite loudly and enunciated to make sure that it's understood.
The weather is quite wild today. And then sits back down.
Well, we're in the drift, so.
Yep.
So we've got Sonja and Big Bear who have their plans. And then we also have Soriall resting in her bed chambers. Orion. This I'm sure you monitor the pathway, make sure things aren't gonna mess up or you're not gonna run into a gang of drift leeches or such, but the ship kind of does what it needs to do already. So how do you spend your 2 days?
Unsurprising, Orion really likes to just hang out in the drift. Anytime they're not needed, out the airlock and just vibing and staying within 10 feet of the boat. The ship. The spaceship.
All right. That makes sense. Time passes. You all heal up, and I'm going to count these as accurate now. And the Starstone, the beacon itself, nears as you are just about maybe a few minutes out from your destination. The 2-day trip has been clear. Bear's message still has 9 days to go.
There's a really long, really cool message.
Yep.
I'm glad that we're almost home. Or I'm almost home.
Yes, I don't necessarily have a home, but it will be nice to see Tarika. You all are my home. This ship is my home.
It's a pretty fine home to have, I'd say.
It is better than most. I'm gonna go into the cockpit if we're getting closer to see Absalom Station on arrival.
Indeed. Soriall will take the time out of bed uh, and make her way up to her station. Um, she is, hobbling a little bit the way you would uh, when you're exhausted and have a headache. And she's sweating a little bit. Um, but she just muses that they'll shoot us down if I don't approach this correctly, so I'll do this, but I'm going back to bed.
Of course, of course.
As you near ever closer, uh, it eventually becomes time to punch back in through the material plane and hail your way into Absalom.
Yippee!
You punch through and once again are greeted with this magnificent sight.
Dang.
Love to see it.
To which you are, as Sorial expected, immediately hailed by the Absalom authority to make sure that everything is proceeding as normal. Um, and after a quick correspondence and some scans, are able to head into the station, the space station, and land.
Woohoo!
You
Nice.
love to see it. You love to feel it.
And you do land. It's an odd sensation. Your ship provides artificial gravity enough for managing yourself, but it's always weird going from one gravitational body to another because there's some innate sense in that um, that the gravity you're experiencing is more or less artificial. It's all treated the same, but somehow you can just tell. And while there is artificial gravity on this station, it's a significantly bigger mass, and you can feel that, and something about that is a little comforting.
Yay!
Hmm.
I love the sound of that.
Uh, do we have anyone waiting for us as we disembark, or, after our arrival, or is this a, we have to seek?
Um,
Because again, in
there's
Bear's
no one
mind,
specifically
his message
waiting.
sent.
Right. There's no one specifically waiting for you at the docking area, but there are crews around that are very easily accessible when it comes to like fuel and maintenance and all other stuff like that.
Hmm. Well, we should probably get the ship looked at and then go find Tarika. It is good to not be in an active war zone anymore.
No kidding.
Hmm.
Though, is something wrong with the ship?
Well, just safety purposes, fuel, make sure nothing accidentally got dented.
Ah,
We were on a planet full of asshole hobgoblins, and away from the ship for quite some time.
you think we missed a stowaway in some of those 6 days we spent?
If we did, I'm highly ashamed, but I would not be surprised if they accidentally bumped into our ship while moving stuff.
Right, right.
So Bear will go get a crew to look over the ship and, deal with the ship duties. Probably a
And as you're doing that,
paid crew, right, for the company or whatever.
pretty much, yeah.
Like a NASCAR pit crew. I just find the ones that are wearing the company's colors.
Yeah, it is absolutely something like something akin to a NASCAR. Um, the Edge Corp employees are making their way out, and they're checking in on their vessel
Mm-hmm.
for free. Um, and three of the four of you uh, get hailed on your comm units.
Oh.
I'm sure you
Oh,
expect this.
Oh, cute!
Um, Sorry to leave you out of this one, Sonia,
Oh,
but
no, that's
there's
okay.
absolutely no reason for her to call you.
that's a
She
false.
doesn't know who I am.
That's a false hologram.
There you go.
And the audience gets to see it in its full glory. Orion. Beautiful.
Yeah.
uh, but indeed, your comm units light up with a familiar number and name associated with it. And presuming you pick up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, look who's back. How'd your mission go, boys and girls?
Oh!
It's so good. I have an immediate smile on my face.
Tell me all about how everything went.
I think Bear's first thing is like, oh, you do not get my message?
You sent a message.
With great detail.
Oh, well, you know, Bear, messages take some time to get places.
That is, Oh, I am a little disheartened. That is disappointing to hear. Orion, do you want to fill in Turika while I go cry?
And you do all gather on uh your hover truck. I forget what it's called. And begin to make your way towards your rendezvous point.
I am telling Orion to take over the phone call. Bear is disappointed.
Oh. Before, well, I mean, you're all on the same call, but before you hand over the phone, so to speak, Tarika just says, "Now it's all right. I'll be very happy to rave all about your message once I get it. Okay."
I appreciate that.
She's so
That's a good
cute.
big bear.
Oh.
Okay. um. You, uh, make your way once again to uh
What did we name it? It was a knockoff TGI Fridays.
it's TTI Fridays because
Yes.
it's triune.
Yes. Thank Triune, it's Fridays.
Oh, that's awesome.
And through the carefully manufactured glass in a way that scatters the light rays and brings a delightful blue sky under the dome of the Absalom station, you drive out into just a wonderful sunny day as you approach TTI Fridays.
Yeah. TTI Fridays.
I had to think for a second what was the knockoff. Um um Soriall does tag along, though she does not seem impressed with her surroundings. She's just dealing with something physical. Her head hurts, you know.
Sorial, you can just stay in the hover truck. We'll update you.
Thank you, Big Bear. I suppose she would just say bear. I'm pretty sure that's what she does.
Yes.
Anyway, let me just nope. You don't get to be sized up. You're just a little gremlin in the top.
Yep, that tracks.
Yay.
Um, as you do meet up with Tarika and Sonia, this is obviously your first meeting. You see a human, or yeah, a medium human-sized otter person who walks up, uh, and just with the biggest smile imaginable. "Oh, it's so good to see you all back and safe, and you brought a friend with you."
Yes, it is quite the story, and Bear will hug Tarika like usual.
Aw.
Oh, I love my bear hugs.
Sonia is like, she is smiling, but it is a very, like it is just starting to reach her eyes. She is thoroughly amused.
So where'd you leave Sorial behind?
She's making sure that we are parked correctly. She has a head.
Ah, right. Okay. Well, I understand that. Come on. I got us some appetizers already.
I am famished.
Appetizers.
Orion, you're looking quite fly. I see you've redone a few things.
Just updated the quality of my renders a little. Appreciate the notice. Where are we headed to?
I think they said table 17, but I know my way back to it. And she takes you to the booth.
Why, thank you.
Oh, you might as well tell me what's going on with your friend here, and then we can really discuss your mission.
Yes, Tarika, this is Sonja. Sonja, this is Tarika. I'm not one. I mean, I can tell stories, but not those kind of stories. And then we'll look to Orion. Orion, do you mind the recap of what has gone down in Sonja?
We got put on a watch list. She's our handler.
A watch list.
Yeah, just wasn't happy with her performance. You know how it be.
Well, I suppose that's okay. I suppose. Nice to meet you, Sonja.
It's a pleasure to meet you too. Tarika, was it?
That indeed is my name.
She extends her right hand forward, leaving her twitchy left hand on the table.
And I'm unfamiliar with how much tactical sensing you have within your new appendages, but if you could feel, you would feel the full grasp of basically a human-sized otter hand, human-sized opposable otter hand, you know, clasping both sides of your hand and giving it a good shake.
Oh, that's so cute.
So, I hear that things didn't quite go down as planned. Is that correct, Orion?
Yeah. Hey, I mean, we finished our last job. Didn't go perfect, but we did most of it. How much did we sell it for? It was like really low, right?
Well, it wasn't low, but it was like just under half of what you were expecting.
Yeah, so another knife failed one, essentially.
Look, I'll file a report with the information from your ship log. I'll make it look as good as I can. Try not to worry. And she gives off a hearty mom smile, but there's some worry behind it. Meanwhile, Lord Sinjin is looking for you. By now he's got to know how things went down on Voxa. You'd think he'd be mad about the job falling through, she says as she, like, scratches. But he says he just wants to talk to you about, a potential business opportunity. He's staying at King Kearney's Caspa in the Armada. Y'all feel up to a face-to-face?
Sonya's just gonna like look at Big Bear and Orion.
We could try.
Yeah, we can certainly see what is happening. And can I get that place in spelling, please?
Yes, you're gonna need it. You're going to King Ernie's Aspa in the Armada, which
Nice.
does not have any special spelling,
King
but I might as well get
Ernie.
it out there anyway.
And that's here on station?
No, the Armada is oh, where is the Armada? That's a great question. Or maybe it is. Let's see.
And do I know this place? This sounds like a very seedy place.
Honestly, you probably do. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it.
Lovely. Just the name alone sounds seedy.
Right, right.
Surely it's in here somewhere.
Munching on some mozzarella sticks in the meanwhile. Getting some mini tacos.
Of course.
I feel bad I forgot to mention this at any point. Even though I did have Sonja eating something beforehand, but she tends to not eat in front of people, and if she does, she just like lightly lifts her mask every time she has to take a bite.
Interesting. Just like with Bear and Sorial, Bear's probably the exact same, like, almost like Italian grandma level of worried for Sonja. Like, why aren't you eating? You're all skin and bones. Eat more, eat more!
Aww, that's so cute.
As he shovels the food into his face.
She's just like, I'm getting to it. I'd like to go at my own pace.
Huh. That's weird. I genuinely don't have an answer about where it is.
You want me to Google it? I could probably Google it.
I mean, I'm trying to. I I I think it's nearby Absalom Station.
Googling it. I'm hitting the Google.
I, the Armada is the name given to Absalom Station's fifth unofficial sector. A collection of permanent, semi-permanent, or transient spaceships docked or in orbit around the massive station. Okay, so
Oh, okay. It's like a caravan of ships just beyond the base of Absalom.
yeah,
Is what that sounds like.
it does sound like I coming into this, I thought that it was like in like the equivalent asteroid belt, but I guess not. Anyway, um, gotcha. Okay. Okay, I can work with that. As you get this information, Tarika will also chime in. Oh, so there was also some other interesting news. First of all, Big Bear, I think I did find some information on what you were looking for.
His face immediately lights up.
And she will pass along the information she was able to collect in your absence.
He'll immediately begin reading.
Okay. I'll have to get you that information, but Big Bear has it. Then she will also like put down her own tablet. We also got a strange encrypted message, but it was for sure directed towards you guys. Now, I'm not super talented with all of the computer stuff. I manage some paperwork, but if you would mind figuring this out.
Sonia, like, almost, like, Tarika's almost not even done talking. Sonia, just give it here.
Oh, well, okay.
And to add to that, when Tarika says encrypted message, Bear stops what he's doing and like looks, turns his head, and is staring directly at Sonia. Like he does a full head tilt at hearing encrypted message, and there are eyes immediately on Sonia.
Is there something I can help you with, Bear?
Just curious, is all.
Alright, what do I need to do to read into this message?
Read into this message. Oh, let's see. It's not a computer's check because it is like a manual kind of deal.
Right.
Nope, 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 nope. Probably that. Nope. Shouldn't just be casually pressing my spacebar with my phone. That's not great. Ah. Okay. I could go for a sense motive or a culture. Culture again only if it's trained.
Wait, if it's trained?
As in if you have one or more rank in it.
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh! Dang. I got like a pretty high total. I mean, not pretty high, but like okay total.
Anyway, I will take either of those. Culture, 8. Okay. Okay. Oh, good news for you. This is because this is deciphering. It's in secret, so I just need your bonus.
Just my bonus.
+5.
Oh.
Okay. Are you keeping this message as physically hidden from the rest of them as possible?
I honestly, I'm not sure there's a need to because I don't know what it says yet.
Okay. Would Big Bear or Orion be trying to peer over?
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Oh, sorry. Heard some owns.
Oh, I don't know.
Might have
I
just
don't
been.
know if that was me.
Might have been me
Okay.
breathing.
I thought it was like Orion trying to pitch in.
No.
Either way, Bear, you are able to see this message, and I can give you the same culture check
Uh-huh.
with a reduced DC.
Okay. Factoring in my potential theme knowledge.
Factoring in your potential theme knowledge,
Cool. Culture.
what is your bonus?
Um, I get a
Your yeah.
like where it says culture class skill.
Yeah, just like what is the total modifier that you add to a culture roll?
3.
3. Okay. Okay, so decipher writing does take, you know, take time. It takes says here at least a minute to decipher approximately 250 words or of writing or fewer. I would say this counts as fewer. Um, Sonja, you are getting your way through this. Big Bear, you're getting your way through this a lot faster, which this is not necessarily your specialty, but you notice one of the cipher codes happens to be Big Bear. Um, and you, the I'd say the first thing that you look for, Bear, is
Mm-hmm.
The signature of like who sent this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and Sonja, what you were looking for, I mean, honestly, might be the same if you're like really worried about it being something for you, but you're probably going straight into the message.
Right.
And what you get from this is a rather curt message of meet me above the spire, and then it'll give like a packed date for like honestly a few days away, so pretty soon. Um, there is only one shot. Uh, and Big Bear, what you notice first, it says Spoog.
Oh.
See, I don't think
Whoa.
I know this.
Yeah, and you realize that cipher, that message was sent to you because that cipher was made for you guys.
Oh,
The, just to refresh my memory here. Um the the spire being the giant spire on Akaton? Or
Now, I will have to check for the exact name, but yes, it is the one on Akaton.
yeah, when we first entered and we saw the giant. Yeah, okay. Um I'll immediately, I immediately say, I look to Orion and I say, Spoog, he's asking us to meet him
Hmm.
back on Akaton, but in a few days. I don't know if we can take this other job and also go meet him in time.
It would have. I'll just. It would have been the Pillar of the Sky. I
Pillar of the
forgot what
Sky.
its name was.
Well, replace what I spire with Pillar of the Sky, and then I say that to
Yes.
Orion.
Well, should we at least go hear what the job is, and then we'll sprint over to Hackathon?
Uh, I think that is good. We see what we have to do, but we get our engineer back. We get our little goblin.
So this message is for you. You know this Spoog?
Oh yes, he was crew member before you joined.
Ah, okay, okay.
It would be good to have little goblin back. I told him we would go back for him. Seems he's contacted us first. I look over to Tarika. Tarika, this is wonderful news. Thank you for bringing this to us.
Well, goodness me. Well, go. I'll deal. I'll deal with Edge Corp. You just figure out that next job so that we all stay employed and go get Spook.
Yes. Thank you for information. Holding up whatever paper or data pad. If it was her data pad, Bear probably accidentally starts to take it with him.
Bear, I will send you those.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes.
Need that.
Puts it back down. Let's go, everyone. Let's go. We have our goblin to go get. And he's like, I'm not necessarily pushing Orion because you're a hologram, but definitely pushing Sonja.
And watching you leave so quickly, Tarika is a little shell shocked as she's much more used to we'll call it a Brinary goodbye. Okay, I'll see you later, Dan.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Tarika.
Wonderful indeed.
Bear has a pep in his step like never seen before. If a bear could do the jump and tap his heels thing, Bear would do that. Except he's a 800-pound bear, so he can't do that. That's the vibe he's given off. Getting a message from Spoog has uplifted this uplifted bear.
So we're going to talk to Lord Sinjin and then getting this Spoog.
Yes, I liked what Orion said. We will see what this job is, and then we go to Akaton.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm saying this in character. I don't know why I break accent, but this is going to be another moral dilemma where we have to choose between a job, limited time job, or go save a previous party member, and I'm going to hate the GM if they do that.
Scary.
Yes, this is very much a planned part of this book.
Yes, this is the real moral dilemma. We never cared about any other moral dilemma until now.
How frightening.
Is the Armada a visible thing? Like, if it's a giant coalition of ships outside Absalom,
It is not visible from the dome. They
Okay.
would not want it to be visible from the dome.
Fair.
They keep their business secret.
Yeah. This is a seedy underworld, shady place.
Indeed. And something that I would have told you as you approach, but something that, Bear, you are familiar with. King Kearney's Kasbah is a strange amalgamation of large freighters and smaller vessels welded together to create a maze-like casino, brothel, and drug den.
Badass.
I've
And it is
probably done
sitting
work there before.
probably, and it is floating outside of the jurisdiction of Absalom Station. It doesn't get any legal protections, but its laws also don't extend there.
Yeah. Do they have like back alley taxis that are parked in Absalom that take you there for a fee?
They probably are, but you have your ship.
Yeah,
anyway.
we have our own ship.
And unfortunately, watching people go to and from that place also doesn't count as illegal ventures for Absalom Station.
Well, I will inform the others that we are heading to a combination Taco Bell Pizza Hut. That we're heading to a basically belly of the beast. Bear tells them that we're heading into the belly of the beast. Crime, rampant, drugs, prostitution,
Oh,
gambling.
come on. You make it sound bad.
Okay, you little freak. You say that when I said prostitution, and not the gambling or the drugs, but that is the one that you say you make it sound bad? That's not good timing.
No, it wasn't good timing when I said it, but you know what I meant.
I got my eyes on it. We are here for job. We take job. Oh, something just fell off my desk.
Oh.
We take job. We get out. If you want to buy stuff, I don't know why I'm trying to be dad in this situation. I beat people up for a living. Do whatever you want.
You are so dad right now about Spoog.
I want
It's
my
so funny.
goblin back. The bear is not acting like himself. You got information that we might get goblin back. So I apologize. I truly do not care what you do. Do whatever you want. Acting like Soriall. I don't like this.
and speaking of, you make it back to the truck where Sorial is waiting.
Hmm.
And I don't know if you're broadcasting this message, but if Sorial were to hear it, oh, Big Bear, you're doing the big work?
I don't like it.
Oh, man, am I messed up on another timeline again?
Go, we're everything's going to be fine. Just go lay down in the ship and stay there.
That I can do.
We will handle
Best well,
whatever.
Soriall.
And you drive your way back to the BD 514, where refueling is done, but other checks have not been completed yet. See a few humans, and there's even a Barathu checking the top side.
The Barathu.
I don't actually know if I'm pretty sure they would be, but they're in second edition, I'm pretty sure they would be in first edition as well.
Oh, it's like a gummy bear jellyfish.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's cool. It's just a jellyfish, except these two images are different. This one looks like a gummy worm.
Wait, where are you seeing this?
I googled it.
Oh.
One of them,
Oh, they're so funny.
one image just full blown looks like space jellyfish. The other one looks like a gummy worm.
Yeah, Barathu are one of the core races in second edition, which I'm sure we'll get to eventually.
Can play a jellyfish as just a core race in second edition?
Yes.
Oh
hello,
my
Internet.
god.
Let's take a look at the races. We've got Android, Human, Kasatha, Lashunta, Shirin, and Veskin Isoki, who are all very normal in first edition. But then we've also got the Barathu, the Patra, which are a cat-like race, the Skittermander, which is good for me, and then we've got some versatile heritages for whether you have died in the drift or are subsumed by drift energies.
Yeah, Barathu's my character when we start 2E, whenever that happens. Yeah.
I still feel bad that I'm playing a human because of all the options I looked at, and I was like, there's so many little weirdos I could.
Yeah, but you're
there
a
are still
freaky
plenty of
human.
humans.
You have
I am a freaky human.
you have augments. Your limbs pop off like Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Yeah, exactly. she's like a human with an asterisk.
Yeah.
And I expect nothing less. Anyway. Yeah, you drive your way back. Yeah, you had already done that, so you load up your little truck as you enter the cargo port. Yeah. And you see some of the crew still working, still running their checks. Some inside the ship, most outside. And they're a little confused to see you back so soon. One of the humans just comes up to whoever ends up being still outside of the ship from the original crew. So the original three. Probably not going to ask Sonja what's going on. Excuse me, but what's going on? We haven't finished our checks. With the excitement of Bear and the headache of Soriall, I'm going to presume that Orion is going to be the last one of the original.
Yeah.
Bear has trundled on, and Soriall wants to get back to bed.
Understood.
But yeah, the worker asks what's going on.
For the what do we call it? The floating Casbah?
Oh,
Or just back at our ship?
You're currently back at the ship. You're still in the station. You're just like where you were docked for the BD 514. They're still running their checks, and they're wondering why the hell you're back so quickly.
Do we have to take our ship to get there, or is there a...
Yes, because there's no direct, active, like, walkway, basically. Otherwise, that would put it under the jurisdiction of Absalom, and they don't want that.
Understood. Just quickly explain that we've got a local system jump to do, and we'll be back soon. Thank them for their help, and just get on our ship.
All right, guys, back it up. I know we're not done, but they're taking their ship out. And a half-elf will pass by you, Big Bear, hearing the call. the Barathu floats down, and a Sheeran with like welder's kit pulls back and is like, but I have more to do. Don't worry about it. We'll get to it later. I'm just heading off to the Armada. And then everyone, eventually backs away, and you are able to take your ship out into Absalom orbit, and underneath it, basically,
Exciting.
And Bear's gonna be talking to the others like, now let me lead here. This place is a seedy underbelly full of criminals. I know criminals. I know my way around this place. Stick with me. Some of them might know me. They might know my nation. Just stay with me. We'll be.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I mean, I can run backup if you need it.
Yes, you stick with me, if anyone is to approach us, let me deal with them, and then if things go bad, the two of you shoot them.
Big Bear. I can do so much more than shoot.
I understand. I'm just saying I know my way around criminals. I can lead us in here. This is
Okay.
genuinely my space.
She zips her lips and turns away.
Do you doubt my criminal knowledge?
Do you doubt mine?
I don't know yours. I know mine. Orion knows mine.
And I do not doubt yours. To answer your question, I'm just saying I might have some pull in certain spaces.
Well, if we need it, then we'll need it. I'm just... Let me be the... not bodyguard this time.
Will do.
I know my way around dens of thieves. And I mean, I guess we did kind of find you in one. Less find and more guide to. You get the point.
I do.
As you approach the amalgamation of freighters, you are immediately pinged with a transmission. Yes. As you approach the Pizza Hut, the Taco Bell, the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Woo!
I mean, can any of us answer the ping, or is this an Orion thing because he's at the pilots?
Pretty much anyone can. Anyone at the console. Oh, Soriall would not be. Soriall's resting.
If Big Bear picks it up, what do we hear?
It is not a message. It is a two-way channel. And on the screen you see a drow woman's face appears and gaze her milky white eyes upon all of you. Hey, I see you finally arrived. Look, it's a little difficult to get to this personal docking area, but look, just follow his directions and you'll be fine. And she will. It works.
Stun locked me for a second.
Just I see you on the systems. Let's get you to the port. And I'm gonna see if I have this ready, because I might not somehow with all this preparation. Yeah, I don't think I have that.
Do you wanna save the moment for our next session as we dock? You can pull it up at the start of the next.
You know what? I might as well. You don't put your expectations too high.
You say that with every single map you've made, and they've all been great.
Okay, so I don't have a map. There is no map.
I believe.
I would have to brute force that shit. I could try. Either way, we have been going for a little over 2 hours, so I think that's fair enough. And we'll get to your rescue mission as well. And I can confidently say thank you everyone for being here. Thanks for everyone who has decided to watch this mess. Yeah, does anyone have anything else?
I don't
Was
think
fun.
so.
We're learning
That
more
was
about
fun.
characters.
Yay!
And inter-party conflict. And Tarika's back.
Yay!
And Tarika's back, and Big Bear
Yeah.
actually has some quality motivation.
Yeah.
And Soriall has a splitting headache.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all the great stuff.
Everything's
Sonja's
good.
probably like the most abrasive character I've played in a tabletop. Still trying to manage it.
And Orion has art. Can we get the token blown up a little bit so the recording can see it again?
Yeah.
Of course we can.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
I feel like
So pretty.
yeah, I was gonna say, Austin, for the recording, gush about your character, man. Look at the art.
I ended up so happy with how it turned out. It's a very, very pumpkin fun. I love it.
I love the spiked collar and everything. It's so good.
There we go.
He's a mysterious note.
He is a mysterious note because I was doing it hastily.
Oh, it's so good. That's so good art. Oh, you have an anarchist pin.
Yeah, there's quite a few hidden details or small details that I threw in there.
That's amazing. Oh, he's got what are they called? Gauges.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. I love that so much.
Yeah, I like the jewelry.
Oh yeah. I love that we all have art now. This is very fun. I'm excited to see how the hell this trio does in a combination Taco Bell Pizza Hut.
Yes, of course. Either way, I think we'll get back to this plenty happy in the next session.
If there's nothing else, do you want to...
Interruption. That was an interruption. Yeah, no. We will see you all in the next session. And by horns and hooves and tiefling tails. We'll see you all next time.
Woo-hoo!
See ya.